It's back, right? Hello, anybody out there watching? This is gonna be not gonna be. It is part 2 of the Jeff Minter story, Llamasoft, made by Eclipse software. And continuing from where I left off last week, was in chapter 2, the hairy years. Had just finished Attack of the Mutant Camels, and tonight moving on to 1983, the Laser Zone. Looks like a Victonian and Commodore 64 versions. Yeah, I have not played this, so actually a lot of these games I haven't played. I didn't have a Vic-20 for long back in the 80s. Just didn't. Never had a C64. Llamasoft Ed magazine. Designer of good vinegar. So good it'll blow your mind. Right. Well. Commodore 83, Commodore 64 was shiny and new. But Llamasoft still focused on the Vic-20 at that time. Laser Zone. It was a straightforward shooter with a clever twist. Player controlled ships on the bottom and side of the screen and had to handle enemies in both directions. Let's give it a whack. Ooh, complexities. Complexity 3 out of 5 llamas. Vic-20, 1983. It's complex. I like the intro screen noises there. I hope they can figure this thing out. I suppose I can check the controls. Shouldn't be bad. Up, down, left, right. I don't know, they always have B as fire, but for Electrozapper. CR. Okay. And hopefully I won't have any more sound issues tonight, because I was pre-stream, I was doing a little bit of testing on. I was getting crackling. I basically rebooted everything so far. Knock on wood, particle board. It's okay. Let's see this. Oh, I get it. Oh man. That rescue this thing? Man. Yeah, this is weird. No. I'm kind of getting the gist here. Don't let them get the right or bottom, basically. I see somebody out in chat there. Checking a sec here. I suppose I could pause it. It's Sherlock Senior. Yeah, yeah, thanks for posting. I was gonna post on Rex's site, or Discord, but I have to get a hold of that guy. It's not allowing me. I can't post streams on his site. It says I'm not authorized. Go figure. I don't know. It's an internet thing. Other than that, well, what can one do? I don't know. Maybe I'll start a Discord of my own eventually, but for now, no. Too small for that. Oh, man. So far, I'm kind of digging this game. Oh, yeah. I gotta talk me to concentrate. Channel friends is restricted, I guess. Yeah. Oh, oh, so you didn't post in channel friends? Oh, okay. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, like I said, it's what it is. The shed. I don't think too many people are streaming on pre-Easter night. It's not that I'm aware of. I am. What the heck? I wanted to. I wasn't going to stream earlier, but like in the afternoon, but I didn't sleep well, so I took a nap at noon. Yeah, I'm guessing for people only. What the? I swear to shot myself. What the? That didn't make any sense. An awesome game by Jeff Bender. Man, self-promoting. The sound effects in this thing remind me of something from the 2600. Can't think of what though. Not sure if this thing's got higher levels at some point or... Oh, wow. Get the green guy, get the green guy. Oh. Bad news. Oh, I'm forgetting this thing's got an electric thing on it. For like that. There. Oh boy. It's got like a Tempest feature. Look, got to level 1. Wow. First try. Ah. Third chip screen? Yeah, I mean, myself for now, I don't really have a set schedule. In time. If I get my follower going up. I mean, I'm up to 10. Better than it was... blooming heck. Than 2 weeks ago. Oh, man. Ooh, level 2 complete. Yeah. It's definitely not bad for a Vic 20 game. Bad at all. Loot Force. I think Loot Force has been doing Dark Souls lately. If I remember correctly. Ah, come on. Oh, what the? Zapper didn't zap quick enough. Dark Souls 2, yeah. A lot of people on Twitch like Dark Souls. I'm not sure if not sure if I'm willing to try it or not. It's hard, I know that much. Rather hard. What the heck is that thing? What the? Oh, fudge. Last ship, I think. Yep. What the? That's supposed to be a bomb I'm shooting? Guess so. A new record! What an awesome blasting! Oh my gosh. I just find it funny. Let's see what I got here. Oop. Oop. Too far. Goes back to the beginning. Okay, how do you end it? Oh, what the? Gotta fill out the rest? Yes. Today's highest score. Honestly, back then I wouldn't have saved the scores. Well, that's Laser Zone for the Vic 20. Quit. Yeah, for the moment. Been raiding these things on the side here. Laser Zone, Commodore 64 version. I can type here. I can't. Let's see how much different this is from the Vic 20 version. Ooh, the background. How do you zoom in here? Ooh, it's a dark time for the Terran Federation. Evil Empire, Errata. What? Oh, that's already backwards. Ah. And the Devilish War Fiend of ZX. Oh my god. Let's give the Commodore 64 version a whack. Ooh, there's llamas in this version. Well, more llamas. Wait, is this? Oh, this looks weirder than the Vic 20 version. Just, come on, get him. Not sure if those X's are supposed to be. Oh, crud. Oh. Better explosion. and get hit. But honestly, I think the Vic 20 one looks a little cleaner. Oh, what the? Oh, Vic 20 version didn't have that. That's supposed to be Skeleton Man or something. Why these things are coming at too quick. Ah, boy, that was really quick. Tougher than the Vic 20 version. What was that? Solo individual level joysticks? An original concept by Jeff Minter. It kind of is. I think those are supposed to be space clowns, I think. Ah, come on. Get that clown face. No. Someone clear, yeah. I'm not sure what that threshold thing is on its side. Oops. No. Things look kind of like a rabbit when it gets to the bottom. Nah, not quick enough on the draw there. This one's tough. This version of the laser zone. Tough. Nail him. Picking up that killer clown. I usually let those shots off. Zone 2 clear. Game over. Okay. has their own C64. Not bad. I won't deny I think I prefer the VIC-20 version a little better. Just do. 49 Mount Pleasant. For over a decade, Llamasoft's business office was at his parents' home. Not uncommon to see boxes and boxes of games on cassette tape overflowing in their living spaces. Eventually, they had to put an extension on the house. Wow, that served as an official Llamasoft laboratory. That's pretty cool. What's he got there in the background? Different. I guess the ones like the ones that come with 64. On the back, I don't know. Clean his stuff llama. We got 1983 still Matrix, good runner 2. Shit, I did not. Well, didn't know there was a good runner 2. So, C64 version. Track both here. Check out the awesome game software from Llamasoft. Oh. Yeah, how do I scroll up and down? You don't? Oh, there we go. And that's for Lazy Zone. Matrix, good runner 2. Big 28K. Good runner, top best-selling, well, top bestseller in the charts. And the sequel, Matrix. Graphically superb. Multiple screens, new aliens, bonus features, renegade humanoids. 6 pounds and 8.5 pounds. Back when software was cheaper. And of course, wages were cheaper too. Back in the mutant camels, huh? Well, Hess wasn't interested in publishing Jeff's games about massive marauding camels that loved the game's title. So much so that it renamed Matrix Runner 2 to attack the mutant camels for its US release. So this caused no end of confusing today. Or causes no end of confusion. Yeah, what? I'm like, what? It's, interviews. Not much more than a year previously, it failed out of the university. And for all I hadn't known what the hell I was supposed to do next. And yet, here was my arse on a plane flying to California with a G&T in my hand. I'm not sure what a G&T is. Apparently in demand on a course for a career in something which didn't even exist during the time that I was passing through the education system. G&T. No idea. Now let's try Grid Runner 2 on the VIC-20. Oh, 3 out of 5 Llama complexity. VIC-20, 1983. Matrix, Grid Runner 2. Designed and programmed by Jeff Minter. Now let's see what we got here. Ooh, color lines. Oh, it's scrolling this time. The background is. different movement patterns for the enemies. Plus it. Hard to believe they used to be so good at this back in 82. Hit the little guy. Will you? Whoa! Dodge, dodge. Man, that little guy's hard to get. Right. Third one zone. History bonus 3. Whatever that was. Oof. Been a bit lousy in this for now. If I played this for hours, I'd probably get a lot better at it. I still think I'd do better on a smaller screen, at least the one I'm looking at. Darn it. Ooh. What's the little guy on top? Oh, he's following my movement. Is he gonna drop something on me? If he gets a chance. I think he's making the lasers focus on me. But in the 10 years after the Grid Wars, intergalactic tension increased. That's too slow. Until the fears of mankind were realized. And the droids returned with, come on, superior weapons. Company to attack the grid. Can you free all 20 grid sectors? Probably not. 40 years ago, maybe, but it's hard to believe it's almost 4 years since I played Grid Runner. Yeah, that's a long time. I'm old. Older. There we go. I'm getting better. There's that guy on top again. Oh, bloody heck. He got me. Can't really hit the guy. Plus he drops up bombs. What? Oh! Got me. Bloody heck. Old guys, good old guys, come on. Yeah. Things are really hard to hit when they're going diagonally. Really hard to hit. Nah, you gotta clear zone 3. Maybe not. I'm not sure what the pattern is with the randomly dropping bombs. It's making it a lot more difficult. No idea what got me at the end there. That's not bad. Not bad for a grid runner too. Let's check out the Commodore 64 version. Looks like the C64 version of Grid Runner and sequel is also able to display more information than the original VIC-20 version, although it was otherwise a straightforward port. Hey, man. That's kind of weird. The VIC-20 version is 3 to 5 llama complexity. The C64 version is 2 out of 5. Why? I don't get it. It's definitely is a different look to it. To a point. Oi. Like lasts more than a few seconds on one guy. Get those things. Eesh. Oh, that was close. Oh, man. I'm not getting past this zone 2. Ah, shit, I think. Oh, that was miserable. Game over. Well, give it another whack here. Oh, that was close. Oh, get the little guy. There you go. Mystery bonus. I have a hard time with this version of Grid Runner 2. Okay, stop shooting me. Oh. Yeah, I'm not used to it. There's too much going on. I mean, you got the things snaking down, they're dropping bombs, the guys are shooting laser and bullets from the side. I'm like, oh my god. It's a bit overwhelming. More than the Big 20 version. Man, I'm digging it. It's just tough. Again, I think on a smaller screen for me. Cause this is I'm not even sure what I got here. This is I don't have measuring tape on. I forget. I got like a 24-inch screen in front of me. And honestly, I remember many years ago reading an article about how playing video games is easier on a smaller screen. I kind of believe in that. Bigger the screen, the more your eyes to travel around. So maybe a smaller screen would be better. Maybe. Whoop, I want to quit the game. I want to quit that game. You sure? Yep. Good runner. It's weird. Complexity 2 instead of 3. I think that's more complex than the Big 20 version. They lied. Lies, I tell you. Ooh, Atari 8-bit. Next to Commodore and Sinclair, the other major player in the growing 80s British computer market was Atari, which had a line of 8-bit computers. Yeah, 400 and 800. Jeff owned an Atari, but generally only used it to play the beloved space battle game Star Raiders. But once Grid Runner took off, he created an Atari version. The Atari 800, wow! I remember looking at that back in the day, when it was at Sears. Yeah, I wouldn't say less real estate, just a smaller area for your eyes to focus when playing a game. I mean, if I played a game that filled a wall, I'd have a hell of a time following it. Especially an arcade game. Yeah, the Atari. Like I said, I remember seeing the Atari 400 and 800 series before I got an Apple IIc. I considered it, but they were kind of pricey back then. And I didn't have a lot of money. Just didn't. Interviews. I don't think that I have ever been so blissfully happily with any other single bit of software in my entire life. Star Raiders is one of the best games ever made on any system anywhere ever in the entire universe forever and ever. Wow, what a statement. I don't know, I haven't played Star Raiders in ages. I don't know if I would agree with the guy, but yeah, everybody's got their opinion. Turbo Flex. Llamasoft's first Atari release was the exclusive continuation of the D-Flex series, featuring a new twist. The target moved around the screen rather than remaining stationary. You know, D-Flex was pretty good. Well, not great, but I thought it was decent. I'd run around the Atari. Atari owners, the power of the grid is with you. Wow. Now available on the Atari 400, 800, 16, 32, 40K. Best selling big Commodore 64 game on your Atari. There's prices on here? I don't see prices. Nope. That is. I gotta skip it. Yeah. You get the Atari. It's just regular grid runner on the Atari. Let's see how this plays. 2 out of 5 Llama complexity. 1983 Atari 8-bit. Yeah, a British advertisement. Spectrum was British. I think, I'm not sure. I think Atari did better than UK than it did here. But I'm not positive on it. Atari did okay in the States, but not great. Boy, that's not hard on the eyes at all. Flash, 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 flash. Design and program by Jeff Minter. 1983. Press fire to begin. Ooh, got it. That hurts my eyes. A bit simplistic compared to the Victorian C64, in my opinion, as far as the graphics go. Get the little buggers. 3 left and I can't hit one of them. Wow. I don't like that flashing grid at the start. That on the screen I got in front of me, that really hurts my eyes. But as far as like screen resolution, I'm not sure how the Atari differed from the like the 20 or C64. Get that little guy. I don't want to get to level 2. No. Hold still. One guy again. Damn. That was a quick. No game over? What the heck? This goes back to the menu. Give it another try here. Damn. I do wonder if this is lower resolution, because like the grid squares could have been, no, the lines could have been narrower, I think. Oh. Ah, come on. Yeah, I did better than the other ones. This version is just, I can't explain it, it's different. I swear the things on the side are shooting more often. Ooh, I made it to level 2 at least. I don't like that flashing grid at all. Oh. That's my major complaint here. It really hurts the eyes. Ah, went right into it. Damn. How to die in 2 seconds or less. Ha. Oh. Ooh. Level 3, wow. Oops. I don't hit him, man. I'm gonna go. Oh. Was one to go. I don't like the fact that it doesn't say game over either at the end. Just menu, you're done. Well, I'm good with that. It wasn't bad, but not as good as the Big 20 or 2064 versions. Not in my honest opinion. Let's see where Birmingham, 1983. From April, what? 28th to the 30th, 83. Over 16,000 visitors flocked to the city of Birmingham for the first Midland Computer Fair, where all manner of companies in the computer business had set up booths. Llamasoft was in attendance with a variety of games for several platforms. Sale at the show. Ooh, look at that booth. Wow. I think that's not a bad setup. It's an actual booth. It's got walls. Wow. Not sure why Mr. Mint. He looks a little too clean there. Like he, I don't know. It's the hair of yours. What the heck? Can I hide the text here? Upper. Oh, it's too close. Hide the caption. Oh, okay. He's got the target on the left, center, and the right. I don't know. I'm not sure how much the Pick 20 Commodore 64 differed in appearance. Yeah, I can't make it out. I haven't seen a Big 20 in person in a while. Okay, still 83 hover bover. While in Birmingham for the Midland Computer Fair, Jeff and his father lodged at a farmhouse bed and breakfast surrounded by immaculately maintained gardens. This gave them the idea for a hoverboard, a game about clipping the grass with a borrowed, well, technically stolen lawnmower. A lawnmower game, wow. One morning, as we all sat in the dining room enjoying our breakfast, one of us commented on the farmhouse garden, which was well-tended combination of close mown lawn and a high box hedges. By the time the meal had finished, Jeff and I had devised the principal features for a new game. A mowing game in which an angry neighbor would pursue a house owner who had borrowed his mower without permission. What's in the name? What the heck is that? As opposed to old-style cylinder lawnmowers, rotary mowers blades hover above the ground. One maker of the conventional mowers adopted the tagline, "A lot less buffer than a hover." Oh my god. Buffer being British slang for bother. Hence the title Hover Buffer. Yeah, I never considered a modern lawnmower a hovering lawnmower. Like, okay. I don't know why the handle's up so high in that one. An old style cylinder lawnmower. Oh, the cylinder with the rotating blades. She's never used one of them. That one actually looks like a good hover. There's no wheels. How the hell that? I'm not Googling it. Just observing, that's just weird. If it actually hovered, that's different. Rather different. Hover buffer ad. You've never played a game like this before. For the Commodore 64. Wow. More than just a pretty packet. Does they have a price on here? Doesn't look like it. Why not? Oh yeah, there is. Only £7 and 5 pence. Wow. And 5 pence for postage and P&P postage and whatever. Yeah, it doesn't look like the size. Oh, it looks like it actually hovers. There's no wheels on the thing. None. Look at that. No wheels. I would think it would cut the lawn a little too low when it first starts up. I don't know if they ever made that in the States. Wow. The original sketch for the game. Gordon Goes Garden. What? Does it say wife? Something? I can't quite make that up. Dog wife. Parasol bee. Neighbor to pinch tomatoes and what? It's a tape or a cartridge? Looks like a tape. Doesn't really specify. Yeah, the entire version released in the '84. Designed and printed by Geo Print Tadley Hans. Now let's give Hover Buffer complexity 2 out of 5 llama. Your lawn is overgrown, but the mower is broken. I'll steal your neighbors and try to mow the entire lawn without getting caught in this unique garden action game. Wife loyalty, yeah, that's what it kind of looked like, but I'm like, what's what wife loyalty? Buffer. And there's the llama. Wow, an animated llama. Let's go, man. Jim won't mind if I borrow. Well, that went so quick. Don't go in the shed. Oh, yeah, it's a hover buffer. Hovering lawnmowers. Okay, what the hell, man? Oh. Whoa. Come through the garden. Oh. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I think I just ran over the cat. Oops. This is weird, but that guy starts chasing right away, man. I'm like, wow. Yeah, it's a cat. I look at him. Get away from me. Am I supposed to mow if this guy's like right on my ass? Ah, not the flowers. Yeah, it could be a dog too, but it looks like a cat to me. Nope. I just ran him over. Trying not to hit the flowers with that guy like right in the middle. I got it. Maybe I'll Google it after I stream, but I'm curious what the hovering lawnmowers. Whoop. Oh, what the heck? So there's 2 people on there? Well, one is Al. Who's the other guy? Dog loyalty, dog tolerance, more overload. I'm not doing my initials. Go buzz off. Now, let's give us another try. God damn. That guy's really hard to avoid. I wish he could skip this screen, but doesn't do it. Oop. I got away, cat. Ooh, I got a follower. Hey, did I catch it? No, I didn't catch it. Hang on a sec. I gotta stop. Who's following me here? I didn't catch it. Oh. to salt your pasta. Cool name. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome in the hover buffer. A strange game by Jeff Mentor. See if I can actually get this long cut. Oh, come on. That dog went right for me. Like, come on. I think he bit my ass. Uh-oh, that means I just check you out. Okay, Charlie Fire's discount. Yep, yeah, I'm going through the Jeff Minter collection from Digital Eclipse. There's enough games on here. The last one was stream, so this is part 2. Oh, you bought the collection? Yeah, it's a cool trip into the past. I'm digging it. I mean, not all the games are great, but I mean, it's just cool to go through history. Like this game. This game's, I wouldn't call it great, but it's unique enough to be kind of fun and weird. Yeah, I mean, it's similar to Atari 50 collection. Part documenting, part game collection. It's a cool way to see a decent amount of Minter's games that I never know existed. Yeah, the timeline feature is cool. Right now I'm on section 2. Let's give this game one more try here. I wonder if does it come with a manual? Yeah. Can I figure out this? Oh man. Gotta zoom in here. Hover bubber. I'm still laughing about the hovering llama. Because there's a picture in the timeline that shows a hovering llama. And I don't know if it's a British thing or what. I've never seen such a thing. I mean, llamas always had wheels when I was a kid. They still do. I don't quite get that. Playing the game. Hedges. Yeah, he made games for a lot of systems. Yeah. Oddball British humor, yep. It's too bad his original Pet games are lost. You know, Commodore Pet. That would have been kind of cool to see some of those. Oh, there is, you know, they just got the screenshots. Man, there's a lot of text here. Oh, the dog is annoyed by the sound of the mooring. His tolerance to your mooring is indicated by the dog's tolerance scale. When it reaches 0, he runs after you. Llamatron. I'm pretty sure it's on here. I remember seeing it earlier when I was kind of hovering over the different chapters. Pretty. I don't think I didn't bring up the list off of Google or whatever. But yeah, okay, it is. That's cool. Yeah, don't worry. If I remember correctly, isn't Llamatron, isn't that kind of like the Robotron style game? If I remember correctly. Pretty sure it is. Find out when I get there. Yeah, inspired. That's the good word for it. That's just nothing wrong with. Oh, go away, dog. Go away, go away, go away. I think I'm getting a little better at this. Okay, that guy can't go through the hedge. That's cool. Definitely getting better. Oop, sorry. Oh, I got his flowers. That's the wife coming out. Oh, man. She didn't like that at all. Yeah, I guess it's an exploit. That's kind of cool. If you get in the middle, they can't get at you. Oh, they left off for the... Oops. Ah! Damn it. Did not mean they hit the flower. Oh, she's out to get me. I wonder if I can trap her in the fence. Yep. Oh, sorry. Oh, another flower. It'd be nice to clear one screen here. Oh, oh, oops, sorry. More flowers. Question is, can I get over in time? Oh, sorry. Boy, he's a little hard to control the thumb pad. Looks like I'm gonna clear one screen. Yeah! Alright! First try. Prepare for more mowing. Canine fidelity bonus. I gotta get over the fence on these things. Get away, get away. Oh, man. Compass for 1,000? I got that on the Switch. I like it, but I think it's so much tougher than Compass 2000, but... Or I just need to get the hang of it. I need to get back to that game. This guy's got too much travel mode. Dog on one side. Oh, get up. Ooh, shoot. As long as the cat stays. Oh, dog tolerance is going down. It's weird because I'm not near him. Oh, you bad dog. Well, that was... Hover Buffer's not a bad game. It's different. I'll give it credit for that. Music does get a bit annoying, though. C64. Get away, E3. I went through all this stuff. Commodore Computer, June 83. Llamasoft booth at the Commodore Computer Show. That's a few months after the Midland Computer Fair. Key difference that can be seen in this booth is the Matrix Converter 2 is now available. I still think he looks too clean cut, but it's just me. Yeah, he's young. Honestly, I hate saying it, but I can't tell. Which is a Commodore 64 and Big 20. Okay. Looks like the one on the left is the Commodore 64. Big 20 has the lighter brown keys on the right side, I think. That's my guess. Yeah. The one on the right says Big 20 on the little thing there. I think the keyboards are identical. At least identical looking. Yeah, he's young, man. Of course, I was young back then, too. Yeah, Commodore Browns. So it was even brown on the keyboard. Okay. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I've seen the constant jokes about Commodore 64 screens, but like brown being a favorite color. Meta Llamas. What's Meta Llamas? Metagalactic Llamas battle at the edge of time. Properly titled. That's a long title. Possibly the most stupidly named game of all time, says Jeff. Meta Llamas was another space shooter starring Camelot. This time the one that gave the developer its name. The twist was that you could and often needed to reflect their shots off a force field to hit your targets. I've never played this. Let's see what we got here. Big 20 version, Commodore 64 version. A mere £5, 50 pence. Wow. Actually not a bad price. Unreleased sequel. Pages of Deaf Mentor's notebook with preliminary notes on Metagalactic Llama 2. Okay, I'm guessing you're UK or something, because UK springs ahead this Sunday or tonight. Yeah, I forgot about that. It means Charlie Fire will go back to his normal 2 p.m. schedule for me. Actually, I've always been kind of curious about. I mean, UK springs ahead, but does the rest of Europe fall back and forward or not? I really don't know. I suppose I could Google it, but I got somebody from the UK in the chat. I mean, so like Germany or whatever, France, I mean, do they have it? Brexit. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, I think it might be UK thing. In the States, I'd have to Google it again, but I'm positive Arizona is the only state in the United States that doesn't do daylight savings time. The government has talked about getting rid of it for years. They never do. Never, ever. Why would they want to do that for? But I wouldn't mind if they got rid of it. Wouldn't mind at all. So I take this out of my little. I've been keeping track of these games on the side here for my own personal ratings. Meta Llamas. Oops. Damn. I can type here. There we go. Yeah, the state-by-state thing. I mean, I live here, and it's goofy. I mean, different states have different abortion laws, and other different laws. It's just, some states have legalized marijuana, most have not, but some have, and so on. It can be confusing. I won't deny it. Well, let's see what this Meta Llamas thing is about. 2 out of 5 Llama Complexity, Big 20, 83. Another animated theme featuring shoot 'em up. Use the force field to deflect the shots. I have never played this either, so this will be interesting. Let's see how bad I can do. Whoop, what the? Ah! Those spiders turn into inchworms? Okay. Oh, what the? I thought I had it. This is definitely different. Oh, this is where the llama fixation kicks in. Okay. I can definitely see it's a bit psychedelic with more colors and flashing scores too. That was quick. This is, I gotta get the hang of this. So you shoot him, when you get in the ground, you gotta get him again. No, you don't. Oh. Oop, right into it. Yeah, it's okay, like, quick and to the point. Ah, don't, let's say it, don't corner myself. Yeah, I would consider this a quick game. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, so you can get some of them in there. Okay. I'm getting better at it. Yeah, obviously on stream I'm not going to play these for long, but I could see revisiting these on future streams, just, you know, picking the ones I really like. Yeah, if they put them on mobile, I could see these things selling. It's kind of interesting because I know Llamasoft had, I think they're still available in the UK. Some of there was at least one version of Good Venom that was on the Apple phone in the States. It's no longer available, like Good Venom Plus or something like that. But it's still available in the UK as far as I understand. I wish you'd bring them back to the iPhone. Not sure about the Android market, but I mean, Good Runners are a very easy pick up and play game, in my opinion. Yeah, there was a mobile Good Runner. I found a link to it online, but when you go to it, it goes to a dead link. I read something recently where uh, yeah, Charlie provided that link. Worked in the UK, not in the States. But I read something recently. God, where was it? I don't remember where I saw it, but I read something where Jeff Minter was talking about how he got out of the phone app market because he was saying it was kind of like a bag of hurt kind of. He wasn't making a lot of money off it. Not sure why, but he wasn't. At least that's the gist I got from a recent article. Go figure, eh? I wouldn't mind playing it, but CRT Rex, yo! Welcome in. Nice to see you to visit. Yeah, you weren't streaming today because daughter's birthday, if I remember correctly. For a hip little piece, especially with the Apple. Yeah, something. There's been a lot going on with the App Store and the pricing lately, but let's try this again here. How's it going? Yeah, I'm doing okay. You got sick? What? That sucks. But, I mean, whatever it is, hope you get over it soon. Yeah, it's the first time you catch me live. I mean, I don't have a set schedule. I'm not sure if I will. I wouldn't mind having at least one set day a week, but not sure if or when that'll happen. Yeah, I'm doing good. Good for the moment. Basically playing a bunch of Jeff Minter games off his recently released collection of games. The Jeff Minter story. Like 42 games in one collection. Along with documents and videos, interviews. And I get to play some strange games I would have never played before. And a lot of these because I never had a Commodore 64. I did have a VIC-20 back in the day, but I didn't keep it for long. Oops. That was quick. So I catch up with chat here. So it sounds like you got sick from a nurse. Wow. Yeah, what? When you got family, once somebody gets it, a lot of times everybody gets it. Well, I think we'll stop with the VIC-20 version of that. I really like that. Simple little game, but fun. Let's get the Commodore 64 version of try. Yeah, hospitals, especially like staph infections. I'm actually going in for, well, not surgical, but I'm going for a procedure on Monday. Needs to be done, but not looking forward to it. Metal Llama's Commodore 64 version 1984. 2 out of 5 Llama complexity. Ooh, this looks different than the other version. Yeah, I got my little camera set up here. I've been messing around with it, but I mean, for a while I had a filter on the camera, but I took it off. I got tired of it. But this whole layout is kind of temporary. I'm trying to find a better streaming setup as a whole, but I haven't been able to. I need to find a decent desk, something that besides this that I can put a good sized joystick on. But I'm not worried about it. This will evolve over time. I mean, changed the microphone a bit. I used the iPhone. My phone is for the side camera. It's like I kind of like people that have a view of the controller. But I put little stuff in the background here. So the switch is sitting here. I mean, whatever I'm streaming on or with, I got in the background. Yeah, thanks for the compliment. Appreciate it. Well, let's give this C64 Llama game a try here. Oh, more bugs than the other version. Wow. Whoa. That gets difficult really quick. Get him, dang it. Are we looking at here? Meta Llamas for the Commodore 64. These are all Jeff Minter games tonight. This is one of the weirder games. The entire game is actually called Metagalactic Llamas Battle at the Edge of Time. Like, it's basically llamas shooting lasers. One of Jeff Minter's games from 83, 84. Jeff Minter likes llamas. Jeff Minter, I'm not sure how big you are on the guy, but he's a UK programmer. Yeah, the game cover was kind of... It's interesting. I do find it a bit odd. You're fighting these spiders, but when they hit the ground, they like turn into something else. I'm not sure what that is. Like, every time I hit spider and it clears the screen. Yeah, it's Jeff Minter. His games are... I mean, psychedelic is a good word for it. Trippy. And once these things surround you, I'm not sure... Not much you can do. It's like, don't let them get to the bottom. I mean, obviously this is the early 80s. I mean, it's not like super complex, but... Oh, game over, man. Okay, how do I get my initials in? Whoop, oh well. Good enough. Very galactic. Yeah, llamas that battle at the edge of time. That is a long game title. I'm gonna give it another whack here. Once they get to the bottom, oh my god, so much more. Oh! Damn it. Stand by your llama. Still don't know what that is. It's like I'm hitting a special spider that clears the screen or what? Yeah, there's too many of them. Yeah, there wasn't any seizure warnings back in the 80s for games. Every game nowadays, so many games have that in there. Warning, flashing lights may cause you to seizure. Yeah, I realize some people do it, but how many people really have that? Getting surrounded here. Damn. Nanny state, yeah, I get you. Trippy. How do you enter character? I would do one character in the selection thing. Backspace select character. Oh, A. Oh. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong part of the screen. Duh. Heck with it. Oh well. Brain fart. Only Zool. That's a good one. Oh my god. Great comment, man. Okay. That's it for metagalactic llamas at the moment. Definitely, I really like that. I mean, if I would have had that back in the day, I would have been happy with it. More than happy. So we got here September 83. Jeff launches Hover Buffer at the Personal Computer World Show in London, complete with a Flymo brand hover mower attached to the wall of the booth. I still find that weird. I don't know if Rex knows anything about that in the UK, but they got this picture of these lawnmowers with no wheels, like the hovering lawnmower. I've never seen such a thing. Ever. Well, until now. I just wonder if it was a UK only thing. I don't recall any hovering lawnmowers in the States. But what do I know? Llamasoft's lineup, a full color advertisement that began running in December of '83. Recreational stuff. Yeah, well, I got a friend that's into recreational stuff. I was here, but he mom in Wisconsin. He moved to Florida. Definitely a character. Oh, this text is small. It's kind of interesting seeing the prices on these old games. You know, £5, £7, 6. All orders add 50 pence for postage and packing. Citizens arrest. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, where I am, you know, marijuana's not legal yet. I don't know why not, but I'm like, give me a break. It's just marijuana. Revenge of the Mutant Camels. See, having made camels the antagonists of the previous game, Jeff felt bad about blasting his favorite PCs and turned the tables with Revenge of the Mutant Camels for the Commodore 64. The focus is still on a giant ungulate on the march, but the player now controls the camel in question, shooting down the waves of increasing bizarre opponents. I have not played this game either. Let's see, we got design documents. Ooh. The Road's funniest video game. 48K in the Commodore 64. Page. More than one page. Just a bunch of notes. Kind of interesting. If I had time, I'd really dig into this, but I did program for a while back in the 80s, but I didn't stick with it. Rex, man, like, I have no problem with laser shooting llamas. Oh yeah. We got our master delay. Check Genesis values. Boy, these guys' scribblings are clearer than mine are. I don't know about other people, but I take notes and come back to them like a week later and I can't read them. This kiosk is in what? I can't make that out. This kiosk is a something free zone. Aggressive, what, something? Rock and rollers. This goes on and on. Wow. A lot of notes. I started easing avian aliens. Raindrops keep falling on my beast. Manic Minter? Oh my god. I'm a serum. Gotta be honest with you, I never yet to meet a llama in real life. Boys. I'm not gonna read all this notes stuff, but it's a lot. Wow. Friends the Mutant Camels ad. Well, I don't know about cocaine fuel, but definitely trippy. That's a kind of cool retro ad here. I like there's a graphic with the llama shooting a spider again. Oh, he's got different games on here. Metagalactic Llamas, Laser Zone, Matrix, Hover Bover, Doctor, of course, Grid Runner, yeah. Llamasoft, awesome games. I beat. Well, I bet the phone number doesn't work anymore. Way in the corner, Llamasoft games now on Boots. I don't get the reference. £7 for another game. Yeah, spitting. I know llamas can spit, but as far as I know, I think they only do it when they're like pissed off at you. Unreal 5 remake. You never know. They're like honey badgers. They don't care. I think llamas are pretty chill as far as I know. Like I said, I don't know if the local zoo has llamas or not. It still looks like a... Yeah, some of these, it never says if it's cassette or cartridge. Yeah, they spit. Ooh, Revenge of the Mutant Camels. Commodore 64, 83, 2 out of 5 llamas complexity. Too bad they didn't... I mean, they show 2 llamas there. I know it's 2 out of 5 because it's... But on some of these black background screens, they should have made that 2 out of 5 more apparent. But this is a little nitpick. Okay, well, I'm not sure what you mean by, oh, this one. Isn't this the... Now, let's find out here. Sort of an easy evening. What the... Oh, jeez. Oh my god. This is not what I was expecting. Not at all. But I'm cool with that. I gotta be honest with you to start with here. I'm not 100% sure what the objective is. I mean, not sure where the llama can cross. What those things are dropping? What? Wanna like weights on me? This is not trippy at all. Not at all. Oh man. Ooh, it had the saying on there from the Notebook. Dogs and cats? Okay. The clouds are dropping rain on me. Yeah, I'll catch up on chat in a minute here, guys. Trying to... I might just pause it for a second. Oh, it looks like Sherlock's got internet problems. The disconnect protection to avoid splits. Oh yeah, yeah, the disconnect protection. Yeah, I don't mind sharing it to anybody that needs it. I mean, I've been thinking of switching my internet service recently, but for some reason lately, not on particle board. I haven't had problems, but when I first started streaming, that it would cut out now and then. You know, just drop the VOD. And, oh, that drove me nuts. I found an answer, just having to Google it just right and found the answer. I'm glad I did. I mean, I'd rather have a guy holding his hands over his head than the VOD just dropping. Plus, it also helps, you know, if OBS would like crash on you, you got 90 seconds to bring it back up again. Whoa. Yeah, sure. Like, I kind of mentioned it there, and then she brought it up to you. Good old Sherlock. Okay, so if I land on these guys, I crush them. Okay. That's what it seems like, but... Wacky whackers. It's supposed to be canes? As far as I can tell, I'm getting hit pretty good here. The canes are winning. Don't like these canes at all. Like, stop picking on me. Ooh, made it. This game is getting trippier as it goes on. But that's okay. Gotta stop these things apparently. Aw, oh, man. What's mutated about the camel? It shoots lasers. It can jump real high. Yep, this is what llamas do when you're not watching them. I agree with that. I'm not sure what's with the peace symbols here, but hey, are those tortoises? They're pink. They should be blue. Oh, one guy left, man. I'm still not quite sure on the aiming in this game. If I'm on the bottom, obviously you got to be jumping to shoot. Otherwise, it doesn't shoot at all. Oop. My beasts are extinct. Player 1. Oh, in other words, game over. That was pretty cool. Shooting British telephone booths, yeah. The enemy of the llamas. I mean, this came out when Doctor Who was out. They should have made him blue. Ugh. And honestly, it's been 2 hours. I'm not going to stop. But I won't die. I got to take a health check here. I have to. Back. Oh. Sniffles. Jump in chat here. Death by P symbols. Ironic, yeah. I missed that before. I wouldn't deny even in the States I miss the so-called phone booths. What they, payphones in the States. I mean, if you're stuck without a cell phone, you're kind of screwed. It's funny because there actually is a payphone at a gas station nearby here, but it doesn't work, but it's still hanging there. Well, I gotta give me a moment here to Just looking at all this scrolling text in the background. Like, what the heck? Oop. It's got comments about copying the game. May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits forever. You don't like smartphones? I don't mind them, but I gotta admit, personally, I think like too many people are connected to the internet with it. Thus, everybody expresses their opinions, which I don't think is a good thing. Just my opinion, but or phone zombies, as I call them. See a lot of young people walking around with their head bent over a phone and not paying attention to where they're walking or what they're doing. So, smartphones got their benefits and disadvantages. Wow. So I'm guessing you don't have a smartphone All-Rex Center? I got one, but I won't deny I don't like constantly use it and read it and worship the damn thing like some people do. Yeah, I use it when I have to and don't when I don't have to. Question is, do I want to play a game of this or keep going here? I think we'll hold off this for now. That was cool. Strange, psychedelic, weird game that I rather liked. Yeah. I mean, one thing I do miss about flip phones back in the day is I could, like, drop the flip phone, kick it across the room, and it would still work. You know, no shattered screen. Now we get a computer fair December E3. Oh yeah, if you got a smartphone or a smart device and you go to Facebook, it will track what you're doing. It just does. I'm in the gaming. Every time I go on Facebook, it shows gaming ads left and right. Drives me up the wall. Yeah, Starlink didn't work out for you. I'm glad you got refunded. But yeah, that's not, as far as I can tell, satellite just doesn't work for streaming. Nokia. Honestly, I mean, my personal opinion, phones, well, you can get tracked to a point. But it's Llamasoft booth. What is this? Computer Fair 1983. London. Llamasoft officially launched Revenge of the Mutant Camels. Held a high score competition. And the winner received an amazing prize. They got to travel with Jeff at supersonic speeds in a Concorde jet to Egypt. Wow, well, they rode camels around the pyramids. That's pretty cool. Ooh, stuffed llamas. That's some pretty interesting CRT monitors they got there. Looks like Sony. At least the one's not right there. Good old Sony. Snake on a mobile phone. Yeah, I remember those. What's the next game we got here? Hellgate. Pick 20 game? See if there's any document. Oh, and C64 version of it too. Yeah, the cassette tape. Gotta admit, playing with old computers, I do not miss tapes. Just don't at all. Interview. The whole idea of Hellgate was in part a deliberate attempt to overwhelm, but still to give enough control to be able to be a cause. I wanted to force entry to the zone, the place where you go, where you get so good at Robotron that you don't really understand why. But damn, it feels so good. Laser gate. Looks familiar. More chicken scratching. Wow. I'm not reading all this off again. That's a lot. Hellgate. New game for the 8K expanded to Pick 20. So CRT Rex, you like tapes? Okay, man. I don't know. I just myself, yeah. When I went to CDs, I never went back to tapes. I mean, yeah, you could create your mixtapes, but I used to create mixed CDs for my car, but weird as fuck. Like, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I think we're all kind of weird in our own way. At least that's how I feel about it. Don't shoot the goats. Let's see, Hellgate. Okay, 1984, Big 20. 4 to 5 llama complexity? 1000 VHS tapes? What? I've known a few people that collect VHS tapes. Honestly, again, it's me. When I went to DVD, I couldn't go back. But I've gone more digital in the last few years. Yeah, I know you're renting, not really buying them, but I ran out of room years ago. I used to have quite a big VHS collection. Well, I shouldn't say VHS. I used to have quite a big beta collection back in the day. Delaminated discs. What? Honestly, I mean, I've been collecting CDs since mid 80s when it came out. I've never had a CD go bad. Not once. Wait, it's not yet. Now let's go give us Hellgate a try here. By Jeff Benter, copyright 1984. Prepare to die. What? Oh my god. Holy crap. This is not complicated at all. Damn. Oh. Damn. This is kind of like Robotron, kind of. Yeah, stop for a second. This is an updated version of the Laser Zone, basically. 4 sides instead of 2. Laser heads destabilized. What? I like the sound effects. Oop. Boy, I don't quite get this game yet. Controls. Turn up, down, left, right, fire. There's no zap. It needs a zap. Yeah, I lasered this back in the day. Quite a few of them, actually. I mean, I don't know. I kind of grew out of it with DVDs. I did keep, what, a dozen for a while, but the Laserdisc player I had that I hadn't used for some years, I pulled it out like a year or two ago, and it was dead. Or not, well, it malfunctioned severely. And I didn't want to pay to get it fixed or try to recap it or anything. So that was the end of whatever Laserdiscs I had. But yeah, I mean, Laserdiscs were cool, but I mean, the only disadvantage is you can only get an hour on the side and you had to flip it over. Or like my dad had a more expensive model where it flipped itself. What am I doing here? Plasma zamps. I could have started out with a prepare to die. It's not a good thing. Oh. What's it? This game is too intense. Yeah, I completed a wave. Wow. Heck. Somehow I got to level 3. Oh. Gotta admit, this game's going so fast, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Like, damn. Where does that myself to? Well, let's back up and chat. Yeah, I see a comment about bit rot. I never had it on CD, but I know of some local folks that have bit rot on the laser discs. That's the nature of the beast. Two discs glued together. Yeah, this game is Grid Runner-ish, but it's more intense. A lot more intense. Uh-oh. Big farm, wind is blowing in the wrong direction. Oh, man. Kind of. Didn't you, like, weren't you smoking like a piper cigar or something to kind of cover that up? I've been near some kind of, I was a pig farm once. That was a while ago. Driving out in the burbs. Going past a farm area, and oh my God, the smell. That was some years ago, but I remember that smell was strong. Strong. I'm curious on this game. Oh. Only 2 pages? Boy, I'm not a big fan of condensed manuals. It's hard to read that. And don't forget, it's not pig shit. It's energy. Oh my God, Mad Max. Yeah, we're on Hellgate. I'm finding Hellgate interesting, but I'm finding it tough as nails too. I think I'll do is back out of this version. I played it for a bit. That's cool. And we'll try the Commodore 64 version. What the wrong way. Oh hell, I was bookless. Interesting. Let's see. Big 20 version that had no additional enhancements. Yeah, so basically this was a part of the VIC 20 with no enhancements, so I sold it at a slightly discounted price. Complexity 4 to 5 llamas. Yeah, I would agree with that. Commodore 64, 84. This intense arcade shooter. Intense should be in capital letters. You control 4 ships at the top, bottom, left, and right. Can you get in the zone and survive? That's the hard part. Ooh, there's Commodore 64 Brown. All right. Prepare to die. Well. Oop. Obviously, you're supposed to hit them before they reach the sides, but oh my god, this speed. This is harder than the Vic 20 version. What the? A little better than that one, but not good enough. Once in a while it does that where it just moves on. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. Like, reminds me of Robotron a bit. Just, God. There's so much going to the edge and you gotta stop it from getting to the edge. Damn, it's just so quick. Quicker and quick. Yeah, I never heard of this Hellgate either. Thunderdome needs power. Yeah, I miss Tina too. I won't deny it. She had some pretty good songs. Yeah, she had a very distinctive voice. I will not deny that. Let's give us another try here. Brown llamas. Prepare to die is the proper word there. Jeez. Ah, missed by one, man. Dang. As soon as you get to the side, they hit you. Bill Paxton? Gotta admit, I'm not sure who Bill Paxton is. Name sounds familiar. I can't. My brain is not connecting the dots at the moment. Damn. I want this game to be fun, but it's just so tough. Ooh, I actually cleared one there. Oh. Oh. I'm a green guy. monster and aliens? Okay. This game is like super damn tough. I'm gonna back out of this for now. That's like, holy crud. That is... It's interesting. I like it, but too hard. Let's move on here. Hellgate ad. An updated version of Llamasoft full page, full color ad adds Hellgate and other titles. Hellgate. Interesting graphics for the ad. Yeah, list, yeah, in and of itself, this is a fun switch. It's Jeff Minter's story, Llamasoft, made by Digital Eclipse. I'm positive it's on PC too. I'm not sure about other platforms. As far as I know, I think it's Switch and Steam. Oh. PS4, PS5, Xbox, Steam, Switch. Not a bunch of platforms. But yeah, including Switch. It came out March 13th or 14th, if I remember quickly. Yeah, I play Sudoku. I, I try to play one game of it a day at least. The Sudoku Classic's an old game, but on the Switch, but I do like it. I like Sudoku a lot. She got mad at him. Yeah, I mean, if you're not in the Sudoku, you're not in the loop, but I am. I have been for some time. I originally discovered it on the DS or the 3DS, one of the two. I forget which one. Off the top of my head. LET show. Heathrow, Metal Llamas, and Hellgate were on sale by January 84. Showing this photo. Another booth. His hair's getting longer. All right. He's getting there. Bunch of big Tonys in that head. Ooh, and the next game, sheep in space. That'd be sheeps in space, but trying to see what's this. Doesn't list the platform right off the bat. I'm losing control here. Sheep in space, original painting. That's not what we're looking at all. The nerd pick, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jeff Minter is one of the few independent programmers that's been able to make it and stay independent. That's pretty cool. Sheeps in Space preliminary sketches. The heck? Sheeps cacking out bolts or something. Drawing 4. Here are mean sheep spits out radioactive bone. What? Bonos? Okay. Got me. Birmingham 84. There he is again. Longer hair. I mean, been kind of watching these photos as they go on, and his beard's about the same, but his hair's longer. Definitely kind of nerdish looking, but nothing wrong with that. It's like an outer buffer of revenge, and now a sheep in space. I find it interesting the way most of these ads can refer to their Commodore 64 as a CBM 64. I don't know if that was a UK thing or not. Signed documents. That looks like a llama. What's that supposed to be? A rainbow scroll. Oh, okay. Bill Paxton. Okay. You make that phrase. Yeah, I get it. Game over, man. Game over. Now I know who he is. that quote will live on forever. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Tired BCS. Tired twice. Yep. I get you there. Sheep in space. This almost looks like a... Oh, I saw code. I don't want to look at code. Well, C64, that's what I want to make sure on here. Oop. Can't take that down here. Complexity 3 out of 5 llama. Scrolling shooter with a bovine protagonist. Remember to keep your sheep well fed by grazing on the grass in between blasts. 1984 Commodore 64. PSX versus PS1. I always called it the PS1. I thought, oh no. Honestly, when it first came out, it was just the PlayStation. At least when I had it. Just the PlayStation. Llamas and sheep. Got sheep music, dude. Let's see what we got here. Gameplay options. Press start to start. Whoa. What the? Okay, what the heck am I doing here? I wonder if this would be like Defender kind of thing. Whoa! What the? I thought I was supposed to feed in the grass, but apparently not. Don't bump into things. And for the moment, I'm absolutely not sure what I'm doing. Oh. Getting it. This Defender with sheep. Can't shoot the llamas. Whoop, ah! Bumping it. Don't hit objects. That was a quick game. Sheep are not bovine. What? I suppose not. Oh, I'll have to talk to Tech Mentor on that. Interesting little animation for the high score there. Make sure I got all the controls down a bit here. Up on left side, fire up and warp to random hostile. What? Warp to upper planet target? Warp to bottom? What the? That's not confusing at all. Lower, upper, random. Airplane the movie. Cool comedy. Something I haven't watched in a while though. I should revisit it. Where's the enemy? Where's the enemy? Okay, why is there no enemies? Or did I do something wrong here? Nope, there they are. Oh, get back here. Not sure what is it with those ship things there. Oop. Where's the little green guy go? There it is. Get him. Got him. What? I'm not sure why I died there. Back here, you. Alright, give me something to shoot. There it goes. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Proximity alert. No, it's to the left. Oop, right. Oh, what the heck? No idea what's going on. Okay, sheep's in space. Oh, man. That's where some of those things were llamas, but... nice sound effects, but... I'm not 100% digging the gameplay. Not bad, but... of course, I was never good at Defender, though. Oops, oops. Press the wrong button. That doesn't help. Come on, give me something to shoot, man. Right there. Holy mackerels. They attack. Back here. I'll catch up with chat in a little bit here. Oh, it's showing me as famished. It's only I don't get. How do I eat grass in this game? Stomach diarrhea. I'm gonna die. Where do you eat grass? Oop, mine's died. It's an imitation bovine. I'm like, here, that's grass. Am I supposed to land there or something? Because I hit the trees. This game is just weird. Well, let's see. Chat. Leslie Nelson, yeah. Cool guy. Fart machine. I have not seen that. No. Just like sheeps in space for now. Maybe if I got better at it, but overall not super impressed with it. E4. What? How do you pronounce that name? Stennar Lund? Being when Sheeps in Space, Norway-born airbrush artist Stennar Lund began creating the cover illustrations for Llamasoft games. Although he created box art for a variety of publishers, Lund became closely associated with Llamasoft's games for his skillful translation of Jeff's in-game pixels into airbrush fantasy art. I shouldn't laugh at the picture, but it just strikes me as being a bit funny. Lunar Jeff. What? Turn off 5G? I assume you're talking about your phone. Lunar Jeff. In addition to artwork for game boxes and advertisement, Jeff commissioned Steiner to create this portrait for his business card. Thankfully, he was fine to go along with my love of space art. With a touch of surrealism, as Jeff has no problem breathing on the moon. More hair. That's more what the modern Jeff Mentor. No, I mean, not a hippie at all. Nature of the Beast, issue 1. What? As part of his efforts to keep in touch directly with Llamasoft fans, Jeff began producing a newsletter called Nature of the Beast in '84. Topics covered in the first issue included the recent release of Sheep in Space, behind the scenes info about Llamasoft, and hints towards upcoming games. It's obviously early to mid '80s, so it's kind of crude but cool. Ooh, he's got high scores in there. Attack of the Mutant Camels, Atari 8-bit version. So far, I've been finding the Atari 8-bit games a bit cruder than the 20 or Commodore 64 games. Kind of a cool drawing, or painting, I should say. Yeah, I'm chill. At least I try to be. I've been more laid back as time goes on. Best way of describing it. Yeah, that camel is bizarre. Only 7 pounds, 50 pence. Plus the usual awesome Commodore range. Let's see what the our 8-bit version of this look like. I've noticed a lot of his Atari games, he does the more of the flashing letters. Let's give this thing a try. Oop. Oh. Oh man, this is... Okay, I'm getting bounced around here. This is basically the Empire Strikes Back, but with camels. Get my ass cleaned. This looks better than the earlier versions. Which is not bad. Still tough as nails though. Okay, I played as a... I'm not sure how to pick out the camels easily. Yeah, Jeff Benzer had a thing with animals. Still does. Whoop. Oh, this is fast-paced. I'm supposed to shoot something I can barely see. Damn. Same problem I have with the Commodore 64 and Big 20 versions. I could never stop the camels. Yeah, reading the chat. Honestly, I mean, if I ever get up to 50 followers, I'll add some bells and whistles, but I don't plan on adding a lot. Because I know some streamers are just way overkill on sound effects, video clips, and stuff. And to me, it takes away from the game. At least that's my opinion. Because I've seen some of the more so-called popular streamers. I mean, one guy I won't name, it's not worth naming him, but the guy just has a crap load of extra bells and whistles during the stream. He says it makes him concentrate better on the game, but frankly, I think it just distracts from the game. Meme clips? Are you talking about the clips in general? That's only what Rex I find funny, because you say you're too old, but I'm positive I'm about 15 to 20 years older than you are. I could be wrong on that, but I'm not going to say my age. Let's just say I'm close to being, well, what I consider over the hill, which is, well, not over the hill, old. To me, being old is if you hit 60, you're officially old. But I'm not 60 yet. But no offense against anybody else that might be over 60. But when I hit it, I'll be officially old. I mean, at my current age, I get a senior discount at the restaurants around here. Internally, you're 100. Myself, honestly, sometimes I feel older, but mentally, I feel like, especially when I'm playing games, I feel like a teenager still. I just do. So I know I don't look my age. At least I've been told that. Most people try to guess my age. They're usually off by about 10 years. I'll poop on it. The noise, the channel points, this stuff. Yeah. I mean, like I said, if I get to the point where I can start using channel points, I'll use them, but lightly. I won't use them to extreme. But I mean, one thing that's in beneficial streams that I like, which I'll definitely add, is a duck. You know, the old quack, little background sound effect. I just love it. I don't know why. Just do. Ooh, you think I was born in '77? Wow. That is incorrect. Honestly, the '77 is. I talked about this in earlier streams. '77 is when I officially started playing actual video games as compared to prior electromechanical games. Yeah, so if anybody thinks 1977, like when I was born, I'm like, nope. I was born earlier than that. So, yeah, I'll say it. I'm in my 50s. So, kind of getting to be late 50s, but I'm getting there. Yeah, I can admit that there's only one burger place I go to once in a while, close by, where they started just giving me the senior discount when I'm there without asking. I wasn't sure if I was insulted or not when they started doing that. I'm like, do I look old? I'm like, really? uh, uh, but it's been another hour. I gotta admit, I gotta take time for a moment here. I gotta go to the bathroom. Just do. I will be Blink. There you go. Only by getting older. I'm not sure how other streamers do it, but I can't go more than an hour or two before I have to go to the bathroom. What can I say? Yeah, I've seen people stream for hours without going to the bathroom. I'm like, how do they do it? I'll never know. You want the senior discount? Honestly, it's kind of nice with the, heck. I mean, just a local Culver's burger, the price has gone up over $1.50 or so in the last 2 years. That's why I'm going less than of it. Give me the senior discount, damn it. Take what I can get. Keep over here. Attack and beating camels. Do I want to try this one more time? Yeah. I'm just curious if there's a way to get the ship to go slower. This thing moves way too fast. I'm like, by the time I get to the camel and I'm able to shoot at it, it's hitting me already. Whoa. Just getting bounced back and forth. This camel's gonna win. I mean, the background looks really good. You know, that's just some trick to this thing. It's like, man, like it. Yeah, you get hurt when you bounce back and forth like that. Too bad there ain't something on. And then it's overrun. This is like the first Jeff Windsor game I'm not gonna play much of. I will not deny I don't like it. It's way too fast. It's like, unless... Difficulty for sure, real cool, like wow, intense, far out, getting heavy for sure. Which one's the easy one? Going on a road trip. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go into too much details, but I got some prostate issues. Unfortunately, they make me go more often than I want to. And if I were getting old. That's a manual on this thing. I want to. Oops. That was the manual. No difficulty settings in here. Hints. Learn how to handle the ship instinctively. That's flying faster than hell. It's kind of hard to do. Get up close to camels to achieve a rapid fire rate. But don't lose shields by colliding. Well, that's the hard part. How do you not collide? Learn how to dodge bombs, especially nasty ones. While learning, take advantage of the real cool skill level. And if you still got troubles, select the bullet efficiency to 8. Okay, real cool at 8. Real cool right there. Bullet? What? Bullet power. To 8. See if that makes a difference. I'll give it one more try. Oh, it's still going pretty damn fast. Way fast. Oop. bounce off it. That's so difficult as hell. Ah! As soon as you bump something, you just... You're lying. Nah, no. I'm sorry. This game's just not for me. Oy. I gave it a try, though. My God. Sure, we're getting close to the end of this part 2. Another Llamasoft ad from A4. Showing the different games. Yeah, the camera's supposed to be the... I think it's the ADAS. Like the walkers and... I'm blanking in a second Star Wars movie. I'm having a complete... Empire Strikes Back. I think... Yeah, it's the one with the walkers and the... on Hoth. It's supposed to be the walkers. Just for some reason in the entire version, you bounce off them so hard, it's like... Occipital? A platform action game starring an anthropomorphical Anticipal is unique among Jeff Minter's works, as it was not inspired by an arcade game, but by the home computer games of Ultimate Play the Game, later known as Rare. Okay. Rather than a series of levels, Anticipal takes place in a large non-linear maze of individual screens. The original painting. Not psychedelic at all. What? Anticipating with title. Saying Anticiple Ancipital. Saying it wrong. Ancipital. Basic idea behind the game came from watching stuff like Attic, and Sabre Wolf. Never heard of them. Maybe UK stuff. Both these games feature large maps and plenty of action, but it doesn't seem to be a great variety of actual attackers. What I set out to do was create a large map with doors and keys in the manner of an adventure, but to present each room in a completely different attack wave. Llamasoft box artist Steiner Lund at work. He likes making faces. Occipital ad. 7 pounds, 50 pence. Nature of the Beast, issue 2. Stick of Joy. Harry Happenings. Odd and Swarmers. The first finished. Game reviewer Gary Penn finished Ancipital in record time and wrote to Jeff asking if he was the first player to report finishing it. Jeff sent him back this card confirming his record achievement. This personal connection between Jeff and his fans was at the heart of Llamasoft's success. You are the first. Okay. Quick jot this down here. This is... Oop. Yeah, C64, I thought so. Build as an adventure for blast 'em up fiends who hate adventures. Okay. Jeff's take on the emerging genre of non-linear action-adventure computer games. Control the incipitable, a biped goat-like creature who can walk on walls as you traverse a 10 by 10 maze. Controls up, down, left, right. Fire. Detonate body bomb. Help. Okay. Whoa. What the heck? Blame. Being attacked by fruit. Whoop. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, don't touch the walls. That's what happened. Whoop. What the? Oh, come on. That's a start to it. This is strange. I can turn on computer disks or something. Looks like I'm shooting at pirates with cassette tapes. Damn. Not quite getting... Okay, don't touch the walls again. Whoop. All incarnations terminated. Simulation board. There's supposed to be a hamster on here? Give another try here. Oop. What did I just do? I have no idea. Oh. Man, how do you complete a level? This it's so far something. I'm throwing bananas at apples, basically. Oh. Oops. Pressed the A button by accident. Ah, oh, come on. These parrot guys. Okay. This game is kind of pissing me off. Damn it! Try to tell which walls you can't touch. Oop. Ah. case for body part, but when I do it, I blow up. What the heck? What's happening here? Oh, so I get to the next level? Tip. Are you a pirate? Zap the yellow discs, avoid the skulls. There are no discs. I hope I die. What the heck? Now I'm confused. What's going on? I'm tripping at the wall. I died. This game is... come on. I'm not even moving. What the heck? Okay, now I got hamsters. Gotta get off my ass, man. Leave me alone. I'm trying to game over. This is really good for you. Hey, get off me. Yes. Son of a bitch. God, these things stick you like glue. Mission's terminated. That's insipid. Not that impressive. Nice sound effects, nice graphics, but the gameplay is just weird. Maybe I have to get the hang of it more, but... I got 3 hours and 20 minutes. Interesting, but rather confusing. And Hessware, although it was one of the largest producers of computer games in the U.S., Hessware couldn't make the numbers add up and went bankrupt in '84. Llamasoft's primary source of income shrunk to zero, as it no longer had the backing of a publisher. They could convert it to inexpensive cassette tapes to more expensive cartridges. Yeah, cassette tapes in the UK, cartridges in the States. Jeff's design philosophy. Ooh. Let's watch a video.
To me, playing a game is not just about getting to the end and beating the final boss. The actual playing of the game should be the reward in and of itself. I mean, the journey should be the valuable part, not the conclusion. You don't just want to get to the end of the game and say, oh, I've done that, I'll cross it off and put it aside. I want to go, one of my games to be certain that people will come back to and think, oh, I'm going to play that. May not get my high score, may not even get to the end. I want to play it just because I really, really enjoy the experience playing. It's about listening to a music album. You listen to it again and again. You don't just listen to it once, oh, I've heard the lyrics now, I'll put that aside and I'll never listen to it again. You listen to it because it makes you feel good, because it's uplifting, or because it speaks to you in some way. And that's what I want when I'm designing a game now. I want to make an experience which is just makes you smile, which gives you that buzz, which just makes you feel good.
He clearly loved games and came from a place of, Atari and classic coin-ops, and when you think about game developers that learn their craft by riffing on their favorite arcade games at the time, I think Jeff is very much of that school. Like a lot of the games that he was like, well, what happens if you did Asteroids or Missile Command or whatever, but it was sheep and llamas and goats instead of those things, and that's how he made it his own.
One of the things that fascinates me about some of the early games, because they were very constrained by hardware limitations, you could often only have a very small set of rules, but in the very best games, out of that small set of rules, you could get a lot of complex behaviours emerging. I mean, but essentially it's all a feedback loop though, isn't it? It's all about like you doing something and the game feeding something back to you. So basically what you're doing when you're creating a game is you're fine-tuning that feedback loop. You're defining what it is, you're defining what the stimulus and response is going to be, and you try and make that satisfying for the player. And that can apply to any game, I think. That essentially that is the core of what's happening. So what I'm doing when I'm trying to make a game, I'm trying to make you feel a particular way. I'm trying to make you feel that way by tuning this loop until it feels really good. There's a point where for me it clicks and it starts to feel nice. And when I feel that, then that's the direction I go in. Balancing and refining that feedback loop and making it feel good is the essence of game design, really. What story you stick on top of that is up to you. For me, game design isn't something that you like start out doing and you don't write down the whole design on a piece of paper and submit it to people as a pitch and then go off and hire programmers and make it. It's something that you make as you go along and it's fine-tuned as you move in different directions. You feel the direction it needs to go in. But it's all about this feedback loop. That's the core of it. So the first things I do when I'm making a game is implement the player and give them, you know, a little bit of a world to move around in and implement what they're going to do, be that shooting or jumping or whatever, and play with that and fine-tune that and get the feel for that. And as you do that, then often other little things will suggest themselves and you kind of can build on it and add more stuff to it. It will just take iteration. You'll just play it and play it and play it and play it, and the bits which you don't like, you'll file off if you like, and the bits which you like, you can enhance. But for me, it's just playing it and playing it and playing it and playing it until I'm satisfied. When I'm working on a game, I will be, you know, the last thing I do at night will be to play the game for an hour or so. Every single night I'll be playing it. Every single night I'll be, you know, just going over myself, what I like, what I don't like, which direction I need to go in. It's just a lot of hard work like that, really. I was quite guilty in some of my early game designs of like having difficulty because it went like that, and it's not really the most effective way to entertain your users, really. There's level 3 and the liquor ships in Iridis Alpha. Yeah, and the liquor ships were perhaps in the wrong slot. I mean, putting them on level 3 was perhaps not the kindest thing to do. If I was redoing that game now, I would put them a bit further away.
I feel like we don't talk about that game enough. There was some very interesting stuff going on in that game. There was like a split screen thing that was happening, and it was very weird. And again, all of Jeff's games are weird, but they're weird in a way that they're almost kind of challenging you to like understand them. Like it's not clear what you're supposed to be doing, but the genius of them is like, if you just give it 5 minutes, give it 10 minutes, and it'll click, and you go, oh, now I get it.
I learned something about difficulty. Basically, I've always been learning about difficulty. It's very important to allow people some levels of grace to find their way in before you start turning the screws. And then even when you do turn the screws and you've made somebody stagger through a level and they've maybe got like 1 life left, it can be nice to have a level that plateaus a bit or even goes down a bit and gives them a chance to recover and get a few lives back. So the early levels of my games now tend to be a lot less door slammy than they used to be back in the day. Certainly no level 3 liquor ships.
Oh, that was interesting. I like the comment about the son of a bitch having a hairline. Like, yeah, I started losing my hair when I was 26. Yes, I mean, I buzz it down. Honestly, at my age, I wish I would just fucking go bald instead of this slow creep, or whatever you want to call it. Spike that difficulty. Yeah, I know, Rex. You like the tough games. I gotta admit, as I get older, personally, not so much, but kind of depends on the game. All depends on the game. Changing fortunes. The year 1984 did not bring the British dystopia that George Orwell predicted, but it did bring a great deal of computer games that both farm animals and outer space. Chapter 3, The Light Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, Rex has got his own style of streaming. A little more colorful language, but honestly, if I was playing some of the games Rex plays, I'd probably be swearing at him too, probably. Yeah, I mean, I got the bald spot like right at the top, but it's still got some fuzz on it. A little bit of hair. It's not completely bald. That's my complaint. Because like from the forehead to the top of the head, it's just super thin, but it's not bald. That's my thing. It's like, just go bald. But I mean, it kind of leads to one of my personal philosophies, and I still stand behind it. It's like, I'm not going bald. It's just the hair is slowly creeping down my body. You know, I got a hair in my ears, more hair in my nose, you know, hair in my back and my butt, and wherever the hell else. It's going down my body, migrating. You know, gravity's pulling it downwards. Yeah, I mean, if I let my hair grow out, I get that monk look. I don't like the monk look. Yeah, I think I look okay. I mean, if I let it grow out a little bit, but I basically buzz it down to, I don't know what it is, like an eighth of an inch, about every 2-3 weeks. Because it sounds weird. When I was younger, I used to be able to pull my bangs past my chin. Nowadays, if it starts to get where I can comb it, I have to buzz it down. It's too long then. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I look bad. Oh, what do we got here? 3.5 hours. So let's go a little farther here. So what do we got here? In 84, as 84 drew to a close, Llamasoft's success meant that Jeff had the financial freedom to fulfill some lifelong dreams while experimenting with new software ideas, one of which was not a game at all. September 84, Land of Llamas. Jeff embarked on a 2-week tour of Peru, one of the few countries with a native population of llamas, in addition to other camelids, like alpaca and what? Vicunas? I have no idea what that is. Honestly, it's not. I don't shave my head completely bald. I buzz it down like, I think it's an eighth of an inch. I mean, I just got a shaver off of Amazon. It's just kind of, instead of having a flat head, it's got like a curved head on it, so it works perfect on the skull. I'd have to. I could probably find it, probably. I mean, I can buzz it like super short if I want to. Oh, of course it's not going to find it. There it is. I use a Remington Shortcut Pro Self Hair Kit, beard trimmer, hair clippers, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is what I, let's see if it'll post it. This is what I use for trimming my head. Actually, originally, Sherlock got me this. Something very close to it some years back. I've been using it ever since. Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, it's got different depth attachments for it. You know, depending if you want to let your hair be a bit longer, or you can just leave it at where it just leaves stubble. I mean, it doesn't shave your head clean, but it shaves it really short, or as short as you want it to. Like I said, I forget the setting, but I think it's about an 1/8 of an inch in the head. And when I shave my beard off every couple of weeks, I leave it on the shorter setting and just buzz it down the stubble, and then I go back. I swear by that shaver. It's great. Yeah, good for you. Fire that hair. Yeah, I'm not. You know, receding hairlines. But yeah, I mean, I think when I hit, it was 2001, like right after 9/11, when I did a bet with a coworker. Not a bet, but a dare. A coworker who had dropped out of the services before 9/11, and afterwards he mentioned he kind of missed getting a buzz cut. So I told him, I'll shave my head if you shave your head. And the next day I came in, you know, completely shaved, bald, and he didn't. His wife wouldn't let him do it. I'm thinking, you coward. But ever since that 2001 date, that's when I've been buzzing it ever since. But before I got that shaver off of Amazon, I used to use a regular beard trimmer to do my head, and it was a pain in the ass. A regular trimmer is not made for doing the head. Just not. That link from Amazon, it's got the curvature to it. Works great. Oh, yeah, I swear by that thing. He's getting hairier. Yeah, I mean, if I still had hair, yeah, I'd go live, but it's going, so it's going. Oh God, yeah, I agree. I can't stand that comb over shit. I do call it shit. I've had enough. I mean, I had a job working for a grocery store chain back in 2017, 2019. There was this older guy on second shift, and I came in at third shift. We talked a bit, and he had a hell of a comb over. So I asked him one day, and like, why don't you just buzz it off? I mean, he got. I wouldn't say he got pissed, but he got so upset. Like I gave him a big insult. I'm like, man, you're losing your hair. And the comb over just draws attention to it. I'm like, it's like, just give it up. Just give it up. Interviews. Everywhere I looked, I could see llama stuff. Shop selling llama rugs, pictures, models, postcards. Wow. Cuddling a llama. Judging by the expression on the llama's face and the position of the ears, I was lucky not to get a face full of llama spit. What a picture. Angry video game nerd. Yeah, buzz it, give it up. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Once you start going bald, just go bald. Or close to it. Or, like I said, to me, it's a buzz cut. Nature of the Beast, issue 3. Let's flip through this. High scores. President Apocalypse? What? Interviews. I returned to England laden with llama gear and 2 liters of Inca Cola, which has since run out. The idea from my next gaming of a refreshed brain and a burning desire to return. Oop. I want to go down. Psychedelia. I dropped the game I was working on and spent the next 2 weeks coding like a demon. I've never worked so hard at anything in my life, nor have I ever wanted anything so much as I wanted to complete the light synth. Psychedelia is, for me, the fulfillment of a personal dream. In my opinion, the best thing I've ever written. What you see on your Commodore 64 just might be the first small step into a fusion of color and sonics. 84. Original cover for the, well, not a game, but yeah, he likes animals. In some of the earlier videos, they show his house in the backyard. He's got more than just llamas. Light synth notes. And not much there. Actual ad for it. There's no frustration, there's no killing, only pleasure. Alrighty. This is what Commodore 64? 4 out of 5 llama complexity. Yeah, we can load this. I'm not showing it on the screen, but I'm kind of making notes on each game as I play them. First Llamasoft light synthesizer, Psychedelia. Nose itch. Was not a game, but an instrument used to create light shows to accompany music. Not sure how you load the music though. What do you got for controls here? Up, down, left, right, paint. Toggle auto demo mode. Stash preset. Left menu, right menu, current item. Yeah, no problem, Sherlock. Bathroom break or whatever. What have you got here? Okay, I got a cursor. Yep. My campaign. Supposedly it's supposed to go to music, but kind of interesting to watch it, but it would have been nice if they had some demo music on here. Left menu, right menu. Presets. Primitive symmetry tracking. Right menu, music. Ooh, they got okay, I was gonna say the guy has some sample music on there, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Pixel, big dot. Shit. Motor done. Why? Different. Obviously not really a game, but I mean, you gotta keep painting to get it moving. Kind of a nice move with the music. Sequence. There we go. Curious how much stuff he's getting out of here. Quite a bit. Let's see if I can find something here I like. Okay. Digital narcotics. Okay. Some menus are a bit weird. Preset one. Oh. Still got the cursor in here. It's something different. I mean, if I had this on the 64, it'd be nice if this could actually like take a line out from like a CD player or something and actually go to the music. Trippy. Not sure how many presets this thing's got. Let's go backwards here. 15. What's this supposed to do? A bit longer. Auto track, I suppose. Interesting little piece of documentary history. I'm not gonna keep going with this. It's like it's interesting, but not something I want to do for a long time on a stream. Oh, what else do we got here? Light sense. Jeffrey recounts the tale of how he created psychedelia, the first in a long line of light synthesizers. Oop, a bit of a video. Let's watch. Ooh, a record player.
I remember lying in my bedroom in the dark and listening to Pink Floyd. And in my head, I would imagine like sort of abstract geometric shapes, sort of doing stuff in time to the music. For a long time, these abstract visions were just in my head. As I went through school, that kind of went to the back of my mind. And at first, when I was programming games, it didn't really occur to me that I could use the computer to do that. One day I was out for a run and I just thought, why don't I try doing, using some of this tech that I've got for making games and make something that's not a game, and why not try and just do a single approximation of what this thing I'd had in mind, this machine to externalise the abstract stuff in your head, to go how you might go about making one of those. And so I came up with this like 1K program, which I called Psychedelia. You just had this dot, and you move the dot around, you press the button, and all these flowing patterns would come out. You could put symmetry on them, so you could kind of direct this in time to the music. It was lovely. And it blew my mind just how cool this was to play with. And I got my mates there and I said, yeah, you've got to try this. And sat them down and put on the Floyd and gave them the joystick. Said, yeah, just do this. And you know, people really enjoyed it. And it was so nice. It was so pure. It was something else. I felt like I'd broken through into some area where not many people had been working. In fact, people had been working there. It was actually only years later I found out that Atari made the Atari video music in 1977.
Yes, they did.
When I did find other people doing it, I kind of felt validated, really. I felt there is something here that's worth looking at. There is something that's perhaps worth moving forward and looking at in a bit more detail. I felt it was something that was too pure and too good in itself. You know, it was just too pure to be commercialised. I wanted to just give it away. And I did. I gave the original version. I gave away as a listing of it published in magazines. It was a hex listing. You put this thing in. Eventually, we thought, OK, we will do a version for sale. An extended version, which we sold. It wasn't very expensive. We released it, the reviews were very much polarised. It was probably one of the most divisive things I've ever done, because you had like some people, well, obviously, you know, they'd been waiting for something like this to come along, and there was, you know, a few reviewers who were really just like got it straight away. There's this one guy who said the review was something like, I find mere words too cumbersome to describe the brilliance of this concept, or something like that. I'm thinking, well, that's the best review I've ever had, and probably the best review I'm ever likely to get. And then for the same programme, somebody else was saying, what absolute load of rubbish, what the hell does Minter think he's doing? So, I knew I was onto something.
He's embracing the medium in such a radically different way from anybody else. And he's not even unsure, I don't think he's even sure about why or how he's doing it.
It's the sort of thing you could put your mum in front of the telly and you wouldn't have to explain it to her. You just put a joystick in her hand and say, waggle that. And instantly, it's like, I get it. I can see what I'm doing, I get it. But by waggling this stick, something's happening on the screen. And, you know, I think that's part of the appeal, because it's certain it would draw people in that wouldn't necessarily normally be into computers at all. I was aware of his games, but like, I think it was one of the Atari shows that I actually first saw Jeff's light synths when he was demoing Colour Space at the time. Graphics was something I was really into, and this interactive real-time graphics on a computer, which was something you only ever imagined was something you're going to see on the TV, bringing it onto a home computer, that totally grabbed me. And when the 8-bit version of Colour Space came out, I was totally hooked. Ever since then, it's been all about the light synths for me.
Yeah. Ring. Going back to the title here, this is the compilation of all the stuff Llamasoft Jeff mentioned. Sorry, I'm gonna call it here for the night. There'll be a part 3 for this, where we'll see if I finish this. I'm certain I finished up the early years, hairy years. Still got the Light Fantastic and the Tempest, obviously, which is gonna be Tempest and other related games. But I didn't want to go past 4 hours. I mean, it's just after 10 here. I do want to get something to eat and get some things I need to get done. One thing I want to check here. Okay, just as far as I do, Salter Pasta, I appreciate the follow. And for stopping in the chat. Nice to see you, T-Rex, in the chat. Much appreciated, along with Sherlock. Always nice to have somebody in chat to talk with. That's cool. I appreciate it very much. And, I mean, we'll catch you on the flip side. But for now, it's time to call it quits for tonight. Catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, wait a minute. Do I want to raid? I don't know. I could raid. I could raid. Is there anybody on Twitch land that I want to raid? Let's find out. Well, CRT and 4K. He's out there. Let's raid. What the heck? Silly ad. Sorry about the ad stuff there.